In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some of the best screen and roll basketball plays that I have seen in the last couple of years. Really quickly, before we get down to these plays, if you want to be a better coach, make sure to go check out my complete guide to coaching youth basketball. That is down in the description below, and half of the proceeds will go towards helping players pay for AAU basketball. Now let's get down and let's check out these basketball plays. So one of the best plays that I have even ran myself is a quick pin down screen on either side. Now this is ran out of the 5-out offense, and if you want, you can grab the complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below. But after these players set that screen, these corner players are going to sprint up and set a screen on either side of player one's defender. Once these players set that screen, we're going to have player 3 and 2 pop out towards the corners. This creates off-ball movement that we see right here that will allow us to be able to score a lot easier in game. Now coming off of that screen, let's just say for argument's sake, player 1 goes towards his left side. After this screen, we will have player 4 roll towards the basket, and player 5 will pop to the three-point line. This is going to do one of a few things. For one, if player 1 comes off of that screen, there's no hedge, player 4 is kind of dropped back a little bit and player 1 goes over top of the screen, player 1 could attack the basket. What happens here is he could have a basket, easy layup, or this could collapse player 2, in which case this could be a pass out to player 2 for a three-point shot. The other option is we may have instead player 3 drop, in which case this could be a kick-out pass to player 3. The other option coming off of that screen is now we would have player 4 roll towards the basket. And when that happens, if player 4 red was hedging just a bit too high and player 4 rolled into the key, this could be a pass into player 4 for the layup. Or if this brought player 2 down, this could be a kick out towards the player in the corner for a three-point shot as well. These are all options that our point guard needs to be able to keep in mind. If none of this is open, player 5 pops, player 4 rolls, and if this was not an option, there was no options open, player 4 is going to then fill out, player 3 fills up, and now we are back in that 5-out. We can pass the ball back up top, and we can run the exact same play again, or we can run a different play. One of the most widely used plays for the Horns offense that I have personally seen is these next two plays. The first one is super simple, very similar to the last play, where player 4 and 5 are going to head up and set a screen on either side of player 1. It's the exact same play as before, so I'm not going to explain this one. The only difference between the play from before and now is before there was a pin down screen, now these players are just starting in the high post. That's the only difference. However, this next play is quite useful. We're going to have player 5 set a pin down screen for player 2. Player 2 is going to sprint up and player 1 is going to dribble over towards his left side. When this happens, one of many things can happen. First off, player 4 needs to pop out to the free throw line extended so that they can clear out that middle of the key. Player 2 is going to get that dribble handoff. Now he could attack right down the middle of the key. That's one of our options. The other option is to the 3, and either this is going to be a layup dunk or it could be a three-point shot. These are our first couple of options. If there was a switch earlier on, so now it's a mismatch here, when player 2 comes off of this screen, player 5 should be rolling towards the basket. This could be a quick pass into player 5 for an easy layup, especially with the mismatch that we have right there. Player 2 being a shooting guard, player 5 being a center, there should be a massive height advantage there, and we can take advantage of that. If he rolled and there was no option, let's say they never switched, there's no option to drive either. Player 5 pops out. Player 1 pops out. He'd be popping out anyways after this screen and after this dribble handoff. He would be popping out anyways. If there was a miscommunication, you can swing the ball back for a 3. If there was no miscommunication, now you can run the exact same play on the other side. And this can be continuous. So now we can have that screen. Player 2 dribbles over. Player 3 comes up. Now dribble handoff again. If there was a mismatch, if not, doesn't matter. Let's say there was. We roll. Now same options as before. Player 3 can hit player 4. Player 3 can hit that 3. There's a couple of different options here, but it's the exact same thing on either side, and you can continue to run the exact same play over and over again. If you find that now player 3 is coming over, eventually you're going to find an option to be able to score. If you've got a tall team, you may be looking for these screen and rolls down in that corner. That's why I would call this a screen and roll play. Now, I'm actually a very big fan of this last play. I call this screen and roll triangle. It's very simple. Basically, what we are looking to do is have player 1 pass over to player 3. Player 5 is going to go down into the low post, and player 1 is going to cut after that pass over to the corner. Once he gets to that corner, we're then going to be looking to have player 1 get that pass back and a quick screen by player 5. When all of this is happening, player 3 is going to be setting a screen away for player 2. Player 2 is going to be using that screen. Player 5 is going to be setting that screen on this side. Now, when player 1 attacks that screen, he wants to try and attack this high post, because now a couple of things are going to happen. If he attacks that high post, he may be able to draw player 5 up, in which case player 5 blue may be open for that screen and roll pass. If not, we still have this screen on this side. Player 1 can kick it out to player 2, because now if player 2's man goes underneath that screen, with player 1 attacking, he may be looking to try and cover that drive, in which case we can get that kick out pass, and we can get that easy, hopefully easy, 3-point shot. This can also, depending on the level of team that you coach, may turn into a dribble handoff as well for player 2 to hit that 3. Or, let's say for example, after this dribble handoff, we may have player 1 who rolls towards the basket for the layup. There's a couple of different options that you can put into this same play. So make sure to go check out my complete guide to coaching youth basketball. That's down in the description below, because half of those proceeds will go towards helping players locally be able to afford rep and AAU basketball. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I hope that these plays help your team win more games. If they do, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.